Hello, 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 and welcome to the episode number 90. Let's just clap. Yes, we made it to 90. I know, like it's late, and you'll be watching maybe the replay of this, but let's just say, okay, we are on episode number 90. And today, again, I'm here with something which might be you are going through it, or maybe you don't even know you're going through it, or maybe you have not reached to the point where you can actually recognize it. So, I'm going to talk about something like that today. So when I just want to start, but like I just will tell a quick story, which is like there is a dog owner, and the dog is there, and a friend is visiting this dog owner, and the dog is sitting down, but he is like whining. He's saying ooh ooh ooh, like he's like whining, and they're talking, but because the dog is whining, like it is little bit disturbing their conversation. So the friend asked the owner of the dog, which is like who is his friend, that why your dog is whining, like he's just sitting, but why is whining? So then the owner says that he's sitting on a nail. So he says, what, he's sitting on a nail, then why he can't just sit somewhere else? So then the owner says that the pain is not enough. The pain is not enough. And that's what like happens with most of us or many of us. Until and unless the pain is not enough, it is so difficult to actually take action or do something about it. Because until and unless the pain becomes severe, then only we will take action. But until and unless it is really not enough, you can bear the pain. You can you can just think that your life is okay, everything is going fine, there is a God grace, and everything is okay, and you just keep living the life. And even like you are in pain, like the way the dog is sitting on the nail, it's got used to it. So you get used to the pain, and the pain is no more feeling like a pain also. So even you are in a abusive relationship, but now it is like uh, okay, like it's like, oh, you got used to it. So like you don't even feel the pain at one point. So you need to feel the difference. It is like you have done you are at the stage where you have suppressed the pain, or you are at the stage where you are accepted it as is, and you want to accept it fully without complaint. So there is a difference, okay, but that goes more in detail. But today I just want to ask you, like, if you are someone like, like who is like you want to find out, like, are you really burnt out? Because when I'm talking about this pain, I'm talking about like until the pain is not enough. So other example is like until and unless like you don't get heart attack, you don't start, or like you have a open bypass surgery or something severe, then you start working on your health and diet and all. Or maybe your A1C reaches like to the 8 or something, where you are properly diabetic person, and now it is affecting your other organs of the body. Then you start doing sugar free and this and that, like walking and exercising. Everything starts after that. So we all, as a human tendency, wait till the end. So another thing which we have found, like especially in the women, like they wait until they completely break down, and that is the burnt out. Like they get burnt out, like like it's a kind of a burnout. So when we say burnout, is actually you can think of a paper and you burn it. So once it is completely burnt, what happens? Only the ashes are there. Nothing is there. So we push through, we push through, we push through, we push through to the level like now you are just done. So I just, in today's live, I just wanted to ask you some of these questions. Whatever I'm talking, maybe you're not related to everything else, everything which I'll be saying, but some of that, if you align it and if you ask yourself that, am I doing this and am I like going on the path to actually burn myself down or getting burnt out and then like take some drastic action? Or do I have time to find out like why it is happening and am I like going towards it? So what other things like proactively how I can handle it? So that's what you might want to think, because in personally, until and unless like I did not reach to the level where almost of my age 47, even I'm learning so many things, doing so many things, and even I was learning, implementing so many things, still this particular part of like doing things to the level where like around 47, like I gave up. I just stopped, and luckily I was already in the personal development industry. I was learning, I was coaching, I was doing so many things. So, because of that, I was able to get back on track extremely fast. And I was I did not take any of the rash decisions which uh, would have harmed me and my family also. So that was like whatever the investments, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars, like which I have invested on this, like which is like you cannot even put a price tag, because when you save yourself, your sanity, your peace, your families, your relationships, everything around you, you cannot even put the price tag on the investment which you're making on your learning. So I have no regrets, because I literally, maybe I was doing all the things. I was working on myself for almost more than a decade now, 15 years almost, I would say now, which was helpful. And because of that, I'm able to say all these things, because of that I can coach or guide somebody else also, because that's something I love to do and I have that own experience. Because of that, I'm able to do this. So if you want to find out or figure out, if um, you are on the path towards getting completely burnt out, so you want to look out for these signs. And I'm just giving these signs, and hopefully they'll make sense and add some value or give some clue to you so that you can take the action and work on it. Okay. So first is which yesterday's topic which we talked was overgiving. Overgiving without receiving. So now I'm saying that you're giving, but you're not receiving much. So you feel like you're pouring from an empty cup. That's what you feel like. And you expect like receiving, but you're not receiving itself. And you got so much used to it, in suddenly somebody gives you something, you are not in a position to receive it also, because your mindset is that, like I just need to, and you have discouraged and disappointed so many times expecting. So now you're doing your part, giving and not receiving. Another one is like you're saying yes when you want to say no. This is like leading you towards the path of getting burnt out completely. And you will feel this like in your heart, you really, until here you're saying no, but then you say yes. And once you say yes, because you are women and you are, as once you say yes, you have to do it. You're true to your word, you are true to your commitment, then do or die, but that thing has to happen. And that's what you would do. Okay. Another reason which you can find out you're moving towards that, go the path towards the getting the burnt out, completely burnt out, is like you're carrying like invisible load, you know Like it could be like doing things at home for the family, for the work, and there is like no acknowledgement for anything. And one of the thing I would say that yes, like if you are a woman and you have family, so it is going to be like that. It is going to be like that. It is going like you are very lucky if your family is helping you to distribute your work, or if you are in a position to delegate some of your duties and your family is going to helping you. Okay, or at least you are in a position where you get the acknowledgement for everything you're doing. You're very, very lucky, because doing the job, like it's whose decision, being independent, having own money, um, that is, if it's your decision, then you need to do this other part also, which is your family responsibility, your kids and family. Okay, but then it is like so much of the dilemma is there, like that like nobody is helping, nobody is contributing, nobody is acknowledging, like it just comes as like you're doing like a duty. So that is creating that load. Okay, another one is like you really want to be perfect, and because of that, like you're under pressure. You And it is something you cannot even see that, like something something which is not aligned, like in your house also, like something has to be here means here, or your kids has to be the work in certain way only, your dishes has to be here, your glasses has to be so much minutely, like you're doing. And if you're doing that at home, you're exactly same way at your job also. So you're at your job also like that. So just think of it like you are having this like a kind of a pressure on yourself. Another one is what, like you are multitasking, which we actually yesterday also spoke. So multitasking is another such a dangerous enemy as you are aging, I would say. And before also, like actually they say that for the students also, they say that if you want to like do more things, if you do say one thing at a time, you are able to do more things, because you have full focus and you can get that thing faster. And for women it is almost impossible, because all the women's are designed to be multitasker. But you can just reduce the intensity of it so that you really do not feel exhausted or under stress. Your body should not be producing that stress hormone cortisol, so that you have to take care. Another one is like you are ignoring your body signals. So you keep thinking that you're still 25. You're 35, you're still 25. You're 45, you're still 25. You're 55, you're still 25. So, as a woman, first of all, we do not want to age. We want to look good, we want to feel good, which is perfectly fine. You should be young at heart. I am 100% for it. But your body is giving signals. Okay? Your weight is changing. You start feeling some kind of a chronic thing, or sudden change happens. Your ankle starts paining, your elbow starts paining, your neck has some problem, your skin starts looking different, or you have some digestion problems, you have some eyesight problems, something pops up, and you are literally, you ignore it. You keep saying okay, it is like whatever, like so I highly suggest, if you are above 40 and anything in your body is different, like suddenly you start feeling like breathing, like you have to take efforts to breathe, like sometimes like that happens. So you have to take all these small small things also seriously, like anything, any change in the body, you have to take it seriously. And like you can have lot of examples, like like now, I mean, if I start saying, there are a lot of examples, but like what I wanted to say is, you want to actually acknowledge the signals of your body, because those are your almost physically, the body is trying to tell you something. And literally, like, if you dump it and ignore it, it is going to burst in some way, some other way. Not now, maybe a few months from now or few years from now. And it is very, very important to actually be fit, take care of yourself, having that connection, doing things for yourself, and just being aware, like, what is happening here. Another one is like unprocessed emotions. Like, you have not even have the habit of processing emotion. First of all, feeling the emotion itself is a big deal for a lot of women, because the women who is a strong women, like more of the yang kind of a personality, working, taking care of kids, taking care of home, everything, doing social things, all rounder person, you know and now whatever happens in the life is like, it's okay, because it's not going to be big deal, you can handle it. And it is like, what's the emotion thing? I'm always okay, I'm always fine, because you become like almost like a rock. And that's what I had become, like a rock. And it took almost 3 years for me to recognize and process my emotions. It was a long journey. Lot of things which I'm doing now easily, it has taken a longer time, a lot of learning, lot of coaching, lot of implementation, again ups and downs, like, doing it, not doing it, finally getting to the level, okay, like, it trying so many different ways. So like, whenever I come with, like, I'm coming with what exactly, like, the strategy or the tools which I'm offering, it is after so many experiment, whatever is working, which I can share with you. That's what, because of that, it becomes easier. Like, you save time, you save money, you save energy, everything happens. Otherwise, you will also go through the same cycle. That's what I would say. Okay. Another thing for leading towards burnt out, getting completely burnt out, is like, you do not have the support system. You know, First of all, it is so difficult for us to ask for help, and people are not even used to around us that she can ask for help. And we never have tried also. But if I'll share my example, I would have asked for help long, long back, because the day I started asking for help, there was some resistance, but happily people are my family is doing it. And it is like, not like, it's small, small things, but like, those things, they help a lot. And I did not even know I can ask for help. So that is the thing. Another reason you can get easily burnt out is like, you are doing your job, and you're doing it to earn money, like, because you want to pay the bills. You do not have that joy or a kind of a passion or some kind of a purpose in what you're doing. You're feeling lost. And actually, just imagine, you're doing job for years, and you spend maximum, like, almost like your 8 9 hours of your day doing a job. And if your heart, or like, if you're not feeling happy at what you're doing, you automatically going towards getting burnt out. So you need to first of all make a peace, and you want to find out, like, like, so because otherwise you're just dragging your life. So you need to address that you know and the biggest thing, which is 100% the recipe for uh, going towards complete burnt out, getting burnt out, is living the life on autopilot. It's almost like a GPS. Like, you put the address and you go following the GPS, or your office address. You can almost close your eyes. You have gone on that path so many times. Like, you can do the makeup, you can do phone call, you can drive, you can listen to the music, you can do so many things just sitting in the car. And you're just, because it's on autopilot, you can just reach your office anyway, come back home, anyway, because you know the road, like, it's now on autopilot. And that's what our life becomes. And as soon as the life is like, just like, on autopilot, there is no pause, there is no reflection, there is no self check. You're just running, running, running like that hamster, running, 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 and not reaching anywhere. And that's what, one point you will realize that, oh my God, my life is like just autopilot. So, these, means I said many things, and you can see which one you align the most. And you facing any of these signs which are putting you towards, like, on the path towards, like, just getting completely burnt out, and you will never even realize it, and it will just happen. And it could give some kind of, like, if it is not addressed in addressed gracefully, I would say, it can create disasters, and it can create a disaster and a long term damage which you even cannot put a price to, for yourself or for your family and for your kids also. So whatever you have worked for, everything can just destroy because it's a burst. So think about this very, very seriously. That's what I would say. And what I would ask, or what I thought, because see, I've been talking, but what feedback I've been getting is like something which is strategic, which, if, because I have talked about lot of topic, but if I wanted to pick one topic which I want to actually um, share it, as the share the strategies, tools, as a proper course, like, a group coaching course, because I offer one on one also, like I work with you one on one. So if the other model of coaching is like, it's a group coaching, which is where you're multiple people doing this course, and it is available, like it is in person also, recording also, so you get the access and all that stuff, fancy things, like, so that, like, you are learning in short time, you are learning a specific thing, and you can have something to implement. So that's what I'm planning. I'll give more information as we are going. But because we are on 90th episode, I just want to say it's going to be the boundaries and balance. Okay, this course is going to be about boundaries and balance. It's going to be mostly, like, I'll announce more details, like, as it comes up, but I'll do the pilot launch for this. And whosoever, like, you will be so, so lucky to be part of this pilot launch, because you will be really uh, able to, like, use the strategies and makes a difference in your life, like, where you will learn how to, like, set healthy boundaries, not feeling the guilt, being the calm person, not like a rude person, and you can balance your life. So this is going to be great, and you will come to know. So you keep watch on this. We 18th September is our 100th, like another 10 days to reach 100th episode. Okay, so let's do it. And I'm so glad, like, for like, for creating this beautiful course and launching this pilot. So I'm so excited for that, and I'm really want to thank you, all of you, for your feedbacks and for your comments, for watching these replays, because the lives, whenever live happens, some of you are watching live, some of you are watching replays. So thank you for this. Thank you for being with me for these 90 days of journey. And yes, another 10 days also is going to pass like this, and life is moving so fast. So, with that, uh, have a rest of the day, or like just have a beautiful sleep, I would say. Okay, so good night, take care, and see you again. Bye bye.